In a world where the news feels bigger, louder, and harder to make sense of, Canadians need more than headlines. Hi, I'm Karen Ciolin, news reporter and host of the Big Story podcast. From world-shaping events to the everyday stories that spark debate, my team and I will explain what matters and why it matters to you. We're here to help you make sense of the news and give you the context you need for those kitchen table conversations. Trusted, Canadian-focused, curious. Listen to The Big Story wherever you get your podcasts.
You're listening to a Frequency Podcast Network production.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Welcome to Thursday. My name is Brock.
I'm Dalby.
Dude, I went and saw the Foo Fighters the other night. What a show, man.
I can only imagine having lived vicariously through your Instagram stories, Brock.Lewis, by the way. Look like a killer setup there.
I've said it before, every time I've seen the Foo Fighters, even if you're not a Foo Fighters fan, you have to put them on your bucket list.
Yeah.
It is a true rock and roll show from front. Dude, they played almost 3 hours.
Which is insane. That's too much. If I'm being honest, and I don't want to say bands should cut it short, but at 3 hours, I've heard all the songs I wanted to hear tonight.
They started at 8:02 and they finished at 10:56.
Damn, right before the curfew?
Yeah.
Get out of there before the fines come down?
Dave Grohl says it the whole time. He's like, we're going to play as long as we possibly can. And there's no gimmicks. It's just music. There's no pyro or anything.
Right.
They did some fireworks at the end or whatever.
Sure, I mean, so do baseball teams.
But they'll play a song and then they just start jamming in the middle of it and you kind of forget what song they're playing and then they go back to it. It's just so epic. And I will say, it was at the Rogers Stadium, which
How'd that go?
If anybody's been there, you know, it's an absolute nightmare of a place to get in and get out of.
It's just, there's so much money that's been spent in establishing that as a big venue and stuff like that. And every show, the internet is just rife with people being it's hard to get in, it's harder to get out, it's hard to get to, it's a nightmare to get around.
Well, we cracked the code because it was halfway through Everlong. I looked at my buddy and I'm like, if we just leave now.
Because they wrap up with Everlong pretty universally.
That's always the last song. Yeah. And so we walked out and you can hear it the whole way as you're walking out, and then boom, we got to our car in 15 minutes. I know people that stayed right to the end that it took them an hour. They were in the same parking lot I was, and it took them an hour to get to their car.
Damn, man. It's just, it is that, can you sacrifice one song that you grew up with to get to your car and get back to the hotel on a reasonable amount of time?
But you can even see it because on the way in, it's such a pain in the ass to get there. There's certain streets, depending on if you're Ubering or you're parking or whatever,
right.
You can feel the vibe on people as soon as they get in that they're just pissed, right? You can look at couples and be like, oh, you guys totally had an argument in the car on the way here.
Well, we've talked about it as relationship tests. Every couple who wants to live together, get married, should go on a long car trip together. Now, normally when we say that, we're talking about go on a vacation, but being stuck in the car is what matters. So if it's an hour trying to get into the venue, that's still a good way to find out if you can handle each other at your worst.
We were looking at couples going in, and you can tell that guy was freaking out in the car, and his missus was like, "Why do you always gotta be like?" And he's like, "I wasn't being why are you doing this to me right now?" And then one of them was like, "I don't even want to go to the concert anymore."
And then the other one's like, "No, we just sat in the car for an hour trying to get in here. We're watching the show."
I think I figured it out for Rogers Stadium. To satisfy people, because it is such a pain in the ass to get in and out of there.
Sure.
I don't know if it's going in or it's when you're leaving. I think they need to team up with Snickers and give a complimentary Snickers bar to everyone, because what's the saying for that?
You're not yourself when you're hungry.
Exactly.
Yeah. You got to pack snacks if you guys are going to get through this.
Or at least maybe just have one punching bag on the way in, you know?
One of those, the game where the little ball drops down and you try and see how hard you can punch it.
Yeah.
And it's just therapy.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
I went and saw the Foo Fighters the other night, which is a bucket list band for any music fan.
They're so good, man. The banter and the seamless transitions, they know what they're doing.
I will say, if you're a fan of music, I think a new name you need to add to your bucket list is Timbaland.
The producer from the early 2000s?
Yeah.
Why?
There's a video going viral of him performing at a festival in Poland. You know how he has that song with Nelly Furtado, this one?
Oh, yeah. Great song.
So Timbaland is featured in this song, but he really doesn't say anything.
It's a lot of ad libs, they call it.
Yeah. And so
No.
He literally performed the entire song.
Come on.
Just standing there.
Sorry, to be clear, is Nelly Furtado in the area code?
No.
This is all on tape.
No.
And he's ad-libbing live.
Yeah, he's just standing there going, hey! Hey! Hey!
Because that's the thing, is like, Timbaland has actually been on a ton of hits, both doing ad-libs and then like behind the scenes work. But now that you mention it, like, what does a Timbaland concert look like if he's the backup
He doesn't
vocals?
say much, right?
Honestly.
All he does is it's so good. Hey! You know what it kind of reminds me of is, do you remember that video of like the gopher that went viral years ago? Steve!
Oh, yeah.
Steve! Alan! That's what that reminds me of.
At least that was someone dubbing over a nature documentary and not people paying full concert prices to see a grown man go, hey!
I can't tell if he's just like trolling or like, I don't know. I mean, it's technically a song. I've seen like Snoop Dogg before and he'll do like his verse that he has on other people's songs, right? Like that's something rappers do.
It's big in hip hop. Hip hop is a very collaborative music genre, but not all these guys are going to go out on tour together. So yeah, sometimes you're partnered with a backing track, but not if you're the guy doing the ad-libs.
I guess it's nice to see an artist not lip sync for once, you know?
True. Every bit of that was live.
You know what? That's my new karaoke song. I'm gonna step up and be like, can I do that Nelly Furtado song? Just play the normal version.
Yeah.
That's like the new version of doing tequila.
Hey!
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
I think everybody would agree with me right now when I say that our country is in a very weird place. You're either very like elbows up right now,
right,
or maybe you're one of those people that is just not happy with the way things are going in this country. And a lot of people are saying they're done with Canada. They want to leave, right?
Yeah, I mean, most people are saying they're done with Canada and then not going anywhere. But some people are actually sticking to their convictions.
Yes, Stats Canada actually released some information saying that in the past year, over 120,000 Canadian citizens have actually left the country and moved elsewhere.
Wow.
Which, in the grand scheme of things, when you think about it, like we have, 41 million people here?
Sure,
it's
yeah.
a very, small percentage of the country. But there's actually people that are, putting up or shut up and just, actually getting out.
Right. In the grand scheme, there are more people coming in. It's a fraction of a percentage, but at the same time, yeah, it does show that, not everybody's pumped to be here.
So they say around 180 people leave Canada permanently every single day.
Really?
Yeah.
Where are they going? That's the question. Because, I feel like they can't all be going to the States.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people aren't going to the States right now because it's harder unless you have an actual work visa or anything. Right. With everything Trump's got going on, he's shutting down a lot of people that are trying to move there. Portugal is the biggest one. UK, Mexico, Australia, and then Thailand.
Thailand is interesting. I feel like Australia makes a lot of sense. England makes a lot of sense. What's in Thailand for the average Canadian?
I'm not gonna lie. If I hear that you're moving to Thailand, you're a little suspect in my list.
You're right. Yeah. As soon as I asked the question, I was like, okay, there is an answer.
I get it. It's probably cheaper. It's like moving to Mexico. We had a coworker that moved to Mexico a few years ago. He seems like he's doing great.
Right. Yeah. You can go down there with a small nest egg and do pretty well for yourself.
It's kind of funny because all of these places, if you say that you're going for a trip, it's cool. But if you're a guy and you're like, I'm going to Thailand or I'm moving to Thailand, I'm automatically like,
for what?
Ew, dude.
What's the plan here? What are you up to?
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
It's funny, we talked about how Stats Canada released all the information of Canadians that are leaving Canada and moving to other countries. So we asked people, what country would you move to if you were leaving Canada? And everybody's just suggesting warm places because they want to escape the winter.
Yeah. Going south of the border, south of the equator, that sort of thing.
We got friend of the show, Kate, on the phone. Where would you go?
I would move to Finland.
Why Finland?
Ooh.
Well, a lot of my family is from Finland, and I have dual citizenship, but it's also a beautiful country. They have really good healthcare, really good education system, and really cheap beer.
Yeah, man. You hear a lot about Finland and some of those other Nordic countries, they take care of their people there.
Is Finland the one that has the 4-day work week?
I know they have a really good work-life balance. They also have a universal basic income, so everybody
That's right.
gets a basic income to live. Yeah.
Which means you get to do something that you want to do and not something you have to do because otherwise you'll be homeless.
Yeah, and everybody can afford to eat.
And their hockey team's pretty good too.
Yeah, I do. I was waiting for you to chime in with some about the Finnish hockey team. They're pretty solid. Must be all that basic income they're getting.
We did have two different people text in at 762-555 and said, if I'm moving from Canada, I'm moving to Alberta.
Which, I mean, listen, if you're of a certain mindset right now, Alberta looks like a very promising place, even if it doesn't make a lot of sense.
And you know what? A friend of the show, Shelly, brought up a really good point. She said, I think a lot of people don't need to move from Canada. They just need to move from Ontario to somewhere else in the country.
I mean, honestly, it doesn't really matter where you grew up in Canada. Everybody should get out of the province they were born in at some point.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I agree with her from the perspective of, like, living in Ontario,
Yeah.
we live in, besides British Columbia, like the most expensive province in the entire country.
It's the Toronto and Vancouver vortexes that make even the most distant parts of the province feel more expensive.
Because it's like, if you look at the average price of a home in Ontario, it's like $800,000 or something crazy like that, right? But then it's like, you break it down like this, like you can move to New Brunswick or Saskatchewan or something like that and get a house for like $300,000 and you can get a huge plot of land. But it's like, it's everything else that comes with it. Like, are you ready for some of those provinces have like higher taxes or whatever, or like their utilities bills are through the roof or whatever it is, or you're just dealing with worse winters, you know?
Yeah. Like you can live in northern Manitoba and probably get a steal of a deal on some land and then have to hibernate like a bear come September, you know?
Yeah.
Or even, I've always said, Northwest Territories, where I'm from, you can go up there and you don't have to go all the way up to the Arctic Ocean. You can get just across the border, still get like kind of decent weather, get pretty cheap, but you are locked into a freezer at some point.
Listen, that's the kind of thing you do if you're like running from the law, you know? Like if you're on the run, the Northwest Territories is like your last option.
There's a lot of places to hide up there.
It's nobody's first choice for a reason, Dolby.
This is the Brock and Dolby podcast.
We all know the song Master of Puppets by Metallica, right?
Master!
One of the greatest songs of all time. When James Hetfield yells before Kirk's solo, do you know what he's saying here?
I'm going to be fully honest and level with you. There's a lot of Hetfield yells in various Metallica songs.
I'll give you a hint. It's not a yeah.
I would have known if it was a yeah. There's a lot of stuff I don't recognize. That's one of them. I just sort of, you just scream along.
He famously yells, "Fix me."
Oh, I hear it now.
Which a lot of people did not know initially when the record came out back in the day. There was like no liners in there with the lyrics. So you couldn't go online and Google what are the lyrics to Master of Puppets, right?
There was a lot of that's why there's so many misheard lyrics, is because there was no official source to find out what a band was saying.
I read this really cool story yesterday that back in the 80s when Metallica and Anthrax were touring together, Anthrax's drummer Charlie was having breakfast with Cliff Burton, R.I.P., and he asked him, he said, I can't make it out on the record. What is James yelling there before the solo? And Cliff Burton said, pancakes.
Pancakes!
And they had a good laugh, whatever. And I guess the story went back to the band. And so after Cliff Burton passed, as a nice tribute to him for like almost 30 years now, 40 years, every time they play Master of Puppets, and I've never realized this, James Hetfield yells, pancakes go.
Which feels like a real opportunity for a what's the movie that people go to see, the Rocky Horror Picture Show, where they'll like throw stuff.
Yeah.
Shocking the Metallica fans don't just pile pancakes up onto the stage.
And I'm sure there's some diehard Metallica fans that are listening that already know this, but it kind of blew my mind, and I thought it was a really beautiful tribute. I was also thinking, how the hell has someone not opened up a breakfast place
called Pancakes Go?
No, Master of Pancakes.
Yeah, you're right.
And Pancakes Go is what the order's called, right? Yeah. You ask for Pancakes Go at Master of Pancakes.
I'll get the Pancakes Go, please, and it's just a stack in a takeout container.
It also got me thinking, if I pass away before you, I need you to do like a Pancakes Go for me on the radio.
Oh my God, what would it, like some sort of Mountain Dew reference?
Crunchwrap Supreme.
The Brock and Dolby Podcast.
the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
We're coming down to the end of summer, maybe another camping trip or two for most people before you lock down for the winter. And everybody knows when you're going on a trip, one of the most annoying things is having to pack, figuring out how many days am I going for? How many things do I need?
How much underwear do I need? Because I'm worried that I'm going to crap my pants.
Yeah, and that's a valid thing to be worried about. But a new company called Herc Leon is offering you the chance to not have to pack as many shirts. They're a t-shirt company, and they've got a brand new shirt that they say you can wear every single day, heavy use, for a month and not need to wash it.
No way. A
Yeah.
shirt that you don't have to wash over 30 days.
You just wear it every single day for a month. It's a plain black t-shirt. They say other colors will be coming soon.
And it's not going to stink.
And they say, so it's made up of all these different materials. There's like silver and zinc, copper, gold, all woven in with the fabric. And then also volcanic ash. I don't know, one, where they get that from, and two, what it does if they just rub it in there.
Is it the perspective of, people that smoke, all their clothes always smell like cigarettes?
It won't smell like BO because you'll smell like a volcano instead.
Does all kind of ash just absorb all the stank? Is that how that works?
So I don't know if it's like, like charcoal filters and stuff like that. I don't know if it's that or it's basically the combination of all this stuff. They say this combats odor-causing bacteria so that it won't stink, and then it absorbs moisture, which also is how like stains and smells set in. So if you don't have any of that, as long as you don't spill a bunch of barbecue sauce across your chest, theoretically, they say you can wear this for a month and not need to throw it in the wash.
I don't know, man. As two guys that get pretty stanky.
Yeah.
How much does it cost?
Oh, it costs $80.
If it works.
If you're 100% right.
That's not a bad deal, actually.
If you could spend $80 and cut down on your laundry bill and not have to wash it for a full month, but is anybody really believing that we've got a shirt that you could wear for 30 consecutive days?
Well, I'm just thinking because it's like I just went to a concert. T-shirts were like $65 there. If you're telling me for $80, I can just wear the same shirt for a month?
Well, I mean, for
in
starters,
this economy?
We have both talked about how t-shirt prices at concerts and events is out of control.
Sure.
But at least that $60 t-shirt had like the Foo Fighters on it. This is just like a plain black Julian from the Trailer Park Boys type t-shirt that allegedly you don't stink in until, your boss or your girlfriend or anybody in your life comes up and is like, hey, man, you gotta wash that shirt. You smell really bad.
And I guess it's also like one of those things where like people are eventually going to be like, are you wearing the same shirt all the time?
Well, it's like I said with Julian for the Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah.
Like, has this become your signature look? Just walking around in a tight black t-shirt covered in volcano ash?
I mean, it's either going to work or it's very fitting that it is volcano ash because by day 30, you're going to smell like an absolute disaster.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
You ever find yourself like a real good bargain, either out at the store or even on like Facebook Marketplace? You make the purchase and the rest of the day you just feel like you're riding on a cloud.
I mean, who doesn't love a good deal?
There is some actual science behind it. Science has looked into how long the buzz of scoring a good deal lasts. And apparently, when you get a great deal on a purchase, especially if it's something that you've been wanting, the chemicals in your brain that make you happy can last up to 3.5 hours.
You know what? I believe that. I mean, look at how crazy people used to go for things like Black Friday.
Yeah, man.
Or I mean, hey, like if you live with a person who gets a lot of Amazon packages,
Yeah.
sometimes a lot of that is just like feeding something that's inside. The add to cart button does wonders for people.
Honestly, finding a stack of like packages on the doorstep is a lot like when you used to find somebody who had all their empties stashed away somewhere. Like it is indicative of someone who's chasing a dragon, so to speak.
I can't even lie. I get excited when I go to the grocery store and I'm like, oh, they got the 3 for $8 deal on chips again?
Right. Oh, God. Yeah. If it's something that you buy all the time, like we're a big ramen family. Not that ramen's ever that expensive anyway. But the kids love it. But man, you put on the Mr. Noodles for like 2 for 50 cents or something like that, and you're just like loading up the cart. You walking out to the checkout feeling like $1 million.
Now it's a fine line between like catching a buzz and an addiction, I'd say.
That's just it, right? Is like if that feeling starts to hit a little bit too hard, That's when you get into, remember those old shows of like extreme couponing and stuff, where they'd walk in with a whole leather book full of clipped coupons to try and knock everything down?
It's no different than somebody that goes on a gambling app every day to hit a parlay.
Honestly.
You're looking for that feeling, right?
It is, but it's such a good feeling. And it's hard to like criticize, because like at least with gambling, like there is a lot of the negatives of like you can blow your whole retirement nest egg or your mortgage payments or whatever. At least with shopping, depending on what you're buying.
Well, you just got like 16 things of Pringles in your cupboard.
Sounds like a great weekend, brother.
I mean, even like eating is like a euphoric kind of high or buzz too, right?
That is true. Yeah, like there are meals I have had where you walk away from the table and it does feel, you get that same feeling of like you just drank a bottle of good stuff.
You'll probably disagree with me, but anybody who likes spicy food, that's a high in itself.
I get that. I've had that. When I tried that hot sauce that you made for charity on the show a few years back.
It puts lead in your pencil.
Honest to God, I hated the experience because it hurt so bad. And then it hurt again later in the day. But in between those two moments of pain, like, yeah, you're chasing a little bit of euphoria through the rest of your day there. There's something about the chemicals in your brain that go, well, maybe we could try that again.
Yeah.
Maybe we'd get used to that pain.
Dude, that's how I feel when I watch the Leafs win a playoff series for the first time in like 12 years, man.
God, if they ever win the Stanley Cup, that's going to be an OD for you.
Dude, it might be. It honestly might.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Keith, besides drugs and alcohol, what gives you a higher buzz?
Winning the lottery.
Ooh, there is, and you know what? It doesn't matter if it's $20, $100, free play. When that winner gagnon goes off, whoo, and it's for me, that feels good.
Well, that's the big
Hello,
thing.
Buzz.
If it's for you,
it's
exciting. If you're standing in line, that does the exact opposite. That makes you want to drink. You know, I think like we can all agree that like winning anything, that does give you like a euphoric high for sure.
Well, you see it, right? Like that's the way casinos are built, with the bells and the lights and the whistles that go off anytime you win something. Even something as simple as like playing a scratch ticket and scratching off a winning thing. Like, yeah, you're dancing around. Like, that's a good feeling.
Sure.
I will also say finding a very close to like the store or business you're going to parking spot also feels like winning.
Yeah, for sure.
Ooh, or talking about parking, when you got a parallel park in front of people, but you nail it, that's a feeling that will stay with you for a long time.
Oh, I Conor McGregor walk out of the car every single time. Such a sick feeling.
You're the coolest guy. You could be parking in front of a hospital. You're still the coolest guy in town.
You know, this whole thing on talking about like catching a high besides drugs and alcohol started because you were talking about people get a high from a good deal, right?
Yeah, man.
Well, Shannon texted in and said, I'm kind of the opposite. It's not buying things, but it's when you're shopping and you realize they forgot to charge you for something.
The classic case of water on the bottom of the cart that everybody forgot about.
What a rush.
Oh, you get out to the car. Dude. You're loading everything into the back of the car and you look down and you're like, oh.
You feel like the lady in the IKEA commercial.
Start the car!
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
According to a recent survey, 20% of Gen Z workers had a parent attend a job interview with them.
That's so embarrassing. I mean, listen, I understand that it's a different world right now, right? Parents are helping more because of like the cost of rent and all that stuff. If you can't go to the job interview without mom or dad in tow, I get it if you need a ride, but if they're coming and sitting in the interview, game over.
Well, that's what I wonder. It was like, was the survey done of like, did your parents bring you there? Or are you having them come in like parent-teacher interview style?
Right. If they give you a ride, hey, I get it. It's probably safer and more reliable than like getting on transit or whatever. But as soon as they walk in the room with you, how could you ever expect to get that job?
And I know like a lot of people like to rip on Gen Z a lot. I don't think this speaks as much about them as it does about parents today, right?
It's absolutely, it's millennial parents. It's boomer parents that are still like hanging on or whatever it is. Let your kids go. They need to go. I understand. As someone with kids, it can be scary to let them go into the world, but you have to.
But then again, maybe it's some of those parents that are like, I just want this kid to get a freaking job.
You don't think that they're worried? They're like, no, you're getting this job if I have to drag you in there myself.
It might be some of that too, right?
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Queens of the Stone Age have launched their own complaint hotline.
Ooh.
24/7. It's available for you to call. In a press release, they say they're encouraging fans, friends, and foes to air their gripes and grievances, moans and groans, charge and carpin in any judgment they wish to pass.
Okay.
They added no female dogging is too big, no whining too tiny. And if you call the number, this is what you get.
You've reached the Queens of the Stone Age complaint hotline. The time is now to set the record straight. Press 1 to make a complaint. Press 0 if you have no complaints.
And I'm interested on what they're going to do with the audio of this. Like, they just put out a new album, so I was thinking maybe for like their next record, they'll take snippets of people complaining and use it as like a little intro on songs or something.
Could do that, or even maybe something similar to like if you've been to an Arkell show, they have like the payphone at the back of the concert sometimes that they'll play stuff off of. Maybe even that. Maybe for like live shows, like imagine someone complaining about how bad the show is. Then
Listen, as two people who have a voicemail,
Yeah.
I'm very intrigued to see what they get from this.
Oh, it will be only the finest brand of weird.
And just another reminder that you don't have to call the Queens of the Stone Age hotline.
Call our hotline.
If you have anything you'd like to complain about, whether you're a fan, friend, or a foe yourself, you can always call 1-833-854-2233.
That's right. And if you couldn't remember that, text BAD to 762-555 so you have it on your phone so you can call us all the time.
We love listening to your complaints.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
All right, we got $100 in Lotto 649 tickets to give away. And I'm wondering, how does it feel to be bald?
Yeah, some of us are coming at this with more experience and knowledge than others. Not that you haven't had your head shaved before.
Sure.
But it's not quite the same as being bald.
So I'm wondering how it feels to be bald. Dalby is going to be the expert on this situation here.
I'll know if you're just making stuff up.
So we've got a lot of voice memos coming in here from some baldies, and whoever has the best answer wins $100 in Lotto 649 tickets.
Bring it on, my fellow balds.
All right, okay, we'll start off with, there's no name on this one, actually, but let's see what they have.
It feels like my kid's got a 24/7 gate pass to make fun of me for the rest of my life.
Yeah. 3 in this house. Every one of them's quick with a joke, even though I am the warning for what their future could look like.
I've never thought about how much of a pain in the ass it is to wake up every day and have your kids make fun of you.
If you've got smart ass kids and you're bald or fat or heaven forbid both, you're just a target.
I feel for you now. I never thought about it like that. Here's Dominic.
What it feels like to be bald. Mr. 305! Mr. Worldwide! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I know you want me.
All right.
You know I
I
want
didn't
you.
realize what he's
I know you
doing.
want
A Pitbull
me.
impression.
You know I
what?
want you.
If being bald makes you feel like Pitbull, that's it. That's not a bad thing.
I mean, it's nice to be able to look up to a fellow bald, but I don't get up in the morning and suddenly feel like a Latin sensation.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah. You can't wear white suits, can you? All right, let's see what Robin has for us here.
It feels good. You can scratch your head, no problem. Feels even better. And you don't have to worry about combing your hair in the morning. Just get up and go. Have a good one, guys.
The get up and go aspect is a huge bonus to being bald. Although I will say, you have to be careful when you scratch your bald head, because if you scratch yourself, everybody's going to see it and ask what the hell happened to you.
I'll also say, because I know you tell me all the time, you have to shave your head a lot, because it's like, if you want the full bald look,
right?
You know, you can't have a little bit of toilet seat hanging around.
That's
there,
just
right?
it. It's actually more upkeep to be bald. It's pretty disrespectful of nature to not just let us go fully bald. Why do I have to work at this?
Get laser hair removal on your scalp, maybe. Okay, we'll do Trevor here.
How does it feel to be bald? Well, let me tell you. All I got to do is get up in the morning, wipe the dust off my dome. I'm ready for work in about 2 seconds flat. I'm saving on hair gel, saving on shampoo. I got basically a permanent solar panel on my head to absorb the sun. And feels pretty damn good to be bald.
Now tell me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I feel like the solar panel thing.
Incorrect.
I don't believe he's a bald guy.
At that point, I think you must have some level of hair, because it's not a solar panel like it's going to recharge you. It's a constant source of worry. Oh, the sun is out. Great. My head might catch fire.
Yeah, you're a target, right?
You ever have a sunburn on the top of your skull? It sucks.
That's the first guy that I don't believe is actually bald here this morning. Okay, we'll wrap it up with this one here. This is Kyler.
Well, there's only one thing that really compares, or I guess describes, what being bald feels like. And it kind of feels like being Jason Statham.
I knew it.
Yeah, 100%.
I was like, what is this accent this guy is trying to pull off right now?
That's really bad.
But
Jason
you know what?
Statham.
If committing to going bald makes you feel like Jason Statham,
yeah,
all the power to you, brother.
It does. There are moments, and it's similar to what the guy was saying.
Are you going to tell me you feel like Jason Statham?
No, obviously, no. But there are moments where you'll catch yourself in like a certain outfit or something like that, and you go, there's a little Vin Diesel in there. There's a little Jason Statham in there.
You're that photo of Vin Diesel on the porch.
Yeah. Listen, I'm not saying I'm about to star in the next Fast and Furious movie or anything. I'm just saying sometimes you feel fast.
Fat and furious sometimes, yeah. All right, my baldy friend. Who do you think had the best answer here?
Oh, man. The Jason Statham one might have actually been the one that tickled me the most. Like, I know that I said that I didn't like the Pitbull one, but the Jason Statham one, I do think a lot of bald men do identify.
I think every guy wants to be Jason Statham more than they want to be Pitbull.
Absolutely.
Ding. Round of applause.
Very well done.
To Kyler. Or, sorry, Jason Statham. You got $100 in Lotto 649 tickets coming your way.
And to the rest of you pretending to be bald, you don't even know what it's like.
You know what? Shame on Trevor. I need to see pics of your bald head, or I'm calling you a liar, dude.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
You should send a text, a 762 555. Send a text now. Ask us anything you want now. Come on, baby, send us a text, a 762 555. Ask us anything. We'll read your questions on the radio in just a little bit.
The shoulder. You'll have to watch the video podcast just to see that little shoulder shimmy.
I'm just a bird, baby.
He's feeling it today.
First question in here says, what is your biggest fashion regret?
Oh, biggest fashion regret. Not hanging on to all those sick Tasmanian devil shirts I had as a teenager, because I feel like they're coming back.
Now that's not a regret. That's you wishing you still had them. What's something you regret? I know you were like late 90s, early 2000s high school. You most def had some cringe apparel.
You know, I mean, my biggest regret is, and it's so funny because now it's fashion, it's style. I go to my kid's school and everybody's wearing them. But when I was in like grade 9, still wearing sweatpants to school, everybody made fun of me.
You just wish you grew up in this generation.
That's what I'm saying. Now wearing sweatpants to school is like, that's high fashion. For me, I just didn't like the feeling of denim.
My biggest regret is skinny jeans, but wearing them baggy. That was like such a big trend, and like my mom used to always be like, "You look like you got dookie in your pants when you walk around." I was like, "You don't get it, it's tough." And then like I walk around now and I see kids with their pants sagging, and I'm like, just pull them up. I have no idea why I thought it was cool.
We all did. At some point, we all did, and then we got a little older, and we all went, whoa.
I thought it was like so cool to like flash your boxers a little bit, and then like my mom working in corrections, she's just like, you don't want to know the reason for sagging pants.
You do not want that.
You don't know what it is. Give it a Google. It'll change your mind, teenagers. What's another one here? Someone said, who was better, the Foo Fighters or Queens of the Stone Age? The Foo Fighters. They played for 3 hours.
Yeah. And I mean, you know, just have such a deep catalog of absolute banger hits.
Now, if you were to ask me, who would I rather see a full concert of? I would rather see Queens of the Stone Age, to be honest.
Now, is that because you've seen the Foo Fighters so many times, or is that because you're just a big Queens guy?
I like Queens of the Stone Age more than I like the Foo Fighters, but I'm not going to complain about the concert I went to. It was fantastic.
No, yeah, that's just it. Again, it's the production value, it's the banter, it's the catalog, it's everything.
Someone texted in and said, what band or artist would your cool friends mock you for secretly listening to?
I mean, I regret telling my best friend Brock that I used to own Insane Clown Posse albums. Plural.
Okay.
Multiple.
Okay, but hear me out. Picturing a teenage you in the Northwest Territories on a bus to school listening to Insane Clown Posse is hilarious, dude.
Yeah, sitting in the back row, listening to the Nedden game, knowing all the words, but not saying them out loud.
I asked you about fashion choices and you didn't admit that you painted your face?
I never painted my face.
You most definitely painted your face.
I have never painted my face in Juggalo makeup. I have done wrestling face paint on occasion, but I have never clown painted my face.
Look me in the eyes.
Look right in the eyes.
You wanted to, though.
I thought about it.
Yeah, you did.
But I never did.
Yeah, you
I didn't have to paint. I didn't have access.
Give us a whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop.
All right, final one here. Jason texted in, what would be the first thing you would do if you woke up one morning and found yourself living in the 28 Days Later universe?
28 Days Later is zombies.
Yeah.
Cry. I've said many times on the show, I don't think I would do well in any kind of a zombie outbreak. Am I not mistaken? Those are also fast zombies, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm screwed. If I wake up, I am staying wherever it is that I am and just hoping that they don't find me.
You know what? I agree with you on the whole thing. I'm not going to try and hide, though. I think I've said this before. If there's like a zombie apocalypse or something, like, I can look you in the eyes and tell you, I'm not that guy.
No.
This is not The Walking Dead. Like, I'm just, dude, bite me. I'm going to join you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'll just be amongst the zombies.
That's the thing, though, even because you've said that before. You're like, I'll just let them bite me and go be one of them. What a painful and horrific way to die, being ripped apart.
Yeah, for like 2 minutes, and then you're just walking around. Hey, as a guy who loves to eat, wouldn't you like an unlimited buffet throughout the entire world?
Of rotten human meat? I don't think that's on the menu, brother.
You'd get all your steps in, and you'd be eating all the time. It's like the perfect world, is it not?
I would lose a lot of weight. You're right.
Want to be a part of the podcast?
Leave a message on the Bad Line.
The Bad Line is the answering machine for the Brock and Dalby Show.
To get the number, text the word BAD to 762-555.
Thanks for listening to the Brock and Dalby podcast.